Mega Greninja has only just been released, and people are already scrambling to figure out how best to play this card, as being able to utilize its Mortal Shuriken ability, which allows you to discard a water energy and place 6 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, could unlock a seriously strong deck, especially considering its attack can be used for one attachment of Neo Upper Energy, with it giving you the option of doing 200 damage at the price of returning that energy into your hand, which creates a scenario where you can reuse Neo Upper Energy. That also seems pretty strong. And so given there is such a strong selling point for this Mega Greninja, I decided to throw my hat into the ring and try and build the ultimate Mega Greninja deck. And I tell you what, you'll be shocked by the final deck list we end up with. But before we get into it, if you are liking these videos, then the best way to tell me is by leaving a like and subscribing, as it directly communicates to me that this video is doing well and others want to see more of it. And as always, thanks for the support, it does mean a lot genuinely. But without further ado, let's get into our first build. So starting off, we obviously include the 4 copies of the 70 HP Froakie, which is the best of the Froakies because against Dragapults, you do not want 60 HPs. Plus, it has the Collect attack, allowing you to draw a card, which is very solid. We're then going to follow up with 2 copies of the Summoning Jutsu Frogadier, which for those who don't know, searches your deck for up to 3 Pokemon and just puts them into your hand. Again, a decent attack. And for Greninjas, we will be adding 2 Mega Greninjas and 1 Terra Greninja for its bench snipe attack. Moving on, we're going to go for 3 copies of Dunsparces and 2 copies of the Runaway Draw the Dunsparce, alongside a Dunsparce EX to help against Crustle. I'll also be adding 2 Rotom, a card that I've not seen many people play with the Greninja the Dunsparce builds. And its fan call ability being able to help a ton when you're going first and take some early prize cards while you try and set up could be absolutely massive for Greninja. Now moving on, we have 1 copy of Fezandipiti, and finally a Meowth to make up our total of 19 Pokemon. Moving on to trainers, 4 copies of Lillie is a must in every deck really, and I'll be adding 3 copies of Hilda to help us find crucial cards. Now, because we have bench snipe, bossing isn't as valuable, so I'm going to add 2 copies. And I'll also include a copy of Lana's Aid to recover some energy. This one, though, is definitely the first on the chopping block if things get dicey. Now, we'll be adding 1 copy of Petrel as well to help us with guaranteeing a rare candy if we need it, and we're whipping a little bit on our combos. I'm also including 1 copy of Wally's Compassion to allow us to heal, and who knows, maybe this could come into play. Moving on from supporters, it is item cards with 4 Pokepad, 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin, 3 energy retrievals. Yes, we're trying to go ham with Mortal Shurikens here, but of course we need to evolve, so 3 copies of Rare Candy is also important. And I'll also include 1 copy of Ultra Ball just to give us a out for Petrel if you need to find a Pokemon. And in adding 2 copies of this Air Balloon, I think you understand what I'm going for here. I want to pull off Mortal Shurikens like crazy, which is why I'm going to be adding 4 copies of Surfing Beach, which moves us onto energy with 6 copies of Water, 1 Neo Upper Energy, and 1 Ignition Energy for Greninja, making the first list. I definitely think there could be room for improvement right off the bat, but this is a first draft. I just want to get a feel and understand how we can improve this deck. So let's get into some games before we make those changes. Oh, baby, this is exciting. Let's go for the first list in this video. Who knows what we end up with, hey? I have no idea. At the end of this video, could be something completely different, and that's the really cool thing about these deep dive videos. You just have no idea where things are going to go. So let's find out with our first game here. Okay, double the Dunsparce. I was going first in the hopes of finding an out to Rotom and getting some Poffins off, but not amazing, not amazing. We're going to have 2 live games to really get a feel for this deck, and obviously I'll play some games by myself to, again, just not, overly clog this video up. But for now, I think I'm just going to end turn. Ironically, I could get like hyper aggressive and just Hilda Ignition with like the Dunsparce, but that's like a one-trick pony kind of move. You do that once and then you're kind of just sitting there with nothing left, So they go for a Tatsugiri. That does find them a Hilda. Interested to see Tatsugiri and Dreepy. Maybe this is the Dracloak variant of Greninja, which, look, we already know the Dracloak variant is seeing the most success in Japan, but, we don't know the full extent of Greninja right now. Maybe there is some build out there that does work better. It just hasn't been figured out yet, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not just going to play what everyone else is playing. So let's go for I'm going to go for Dunsparce, if I'm honest with you. And we'll do it from the active. Doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. I don't like seeing... I might reduce retrieval count as well. I'm not a big fan of just seeing retrieval in the opening hand. I don't like that. At least we get a Froakie. That's like the important thing. I do have surfing. Oh yeah, no, I'm doing this. This seems weird, but I get a KO right now, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to knock out Tatsugiri, bro. Put some pressure on him. Let's do it. Go with this. Go with this. That's the benefit of the high surfing beach count, I guess. Okay, let's go for an assault landing. Some early prizes with Fan Rotom could be really good for us, so we'll take that. I'm hoping that the clogged hands with a bunch of random stuff isn't going to be a trend with this list. Who knows? Dracote coming out. It is a Mega Greninja build, and they will be going for a Recon Directive here. Throwing down a Meowth 2. Finding them a Lillie. Okay. As they do attach to the bench Frogadier, and they play said Lillie. I wonder what... Maybe, okay, they're probably trying to find a Budew, which actually would be kind of devastating. Well, no, would it be devastating? Not really. I can't just instantly assault landing them. So they have Lumiose City, though, so I think they're just going to play that as their end of the turn. Which, if you don't know, Lumiose will find your any basic Pokemon onto the bench, but end your turn once you do so. And they find another Froakie. Really thought they were going to get a Fez there, because you can get Fez with that, but sure thing. Maybe they just don't want liabilities. In any case, let's get rid of this to Dunsparce. Lovely top deck, by the way. Maybe not giving it the credit that top deck deserves. And I'm going to go for a slow burn type of game here. I think I want Terra Greninja for these two, and that's going to be a big deal. So let's throw this down, actually. Throw the Dunsparce down. And then just Lillie. I've got Near Upper and Ignition, but they're a Hilda away, you know? Oh, speaking of the devil, there it is. That's really nice, actually. Let's do this. I'll get a third to Dunsparce. That's fine. They're going to be pinging my Dunsparces like it's nothing, bro. We'll do this. A assault landing for 70. Now, we're just going to hope they don't pop off. And then maybe we can pop off, which would be quite nice. But there's definitely improvements in this deck. I'm seeing Retrieval too much. I might cut it down by maybe a 1 or something. That might be a move. Because I think if I'm correct, I don't remember how I built the list. Is it 3? I think I put 3 in here. And maybe that's just too much. It seems like the whole idea of going for this surfing beach, switching into Greninjas and popping off multiple Shurikens is not as consistent as I think many of us maybe have thought. And so maybe I should dial back from that a little bit and focus more on, you know, more of a controlled style of play, pulling off these Shurikens at the right time and going for the Terra Snipe. You know, you may be only going to pull off one of them a game. So maybe I've got to try and dial that back for a little bit more consistency. That's where my head's going right now. They get a Dragapult though. Okay, Donnie and the near. Okay, yeah, that's what Pult be doing. That's a Pult move right there. The good news is I can just Ninja KO this. That's the really good news. Okay, this is a Ninja KO away. But I think I'm gonna go for the bench snipe. It's in hand. You know what I mean? Like it's in hand. Candy as well. Oh, that's actually so good. Wait, hold on. Can I pull something off here? I could just Oko Dragapult. Honestly, I'm leaning heavily to just one-hit KOing Dragapult right now. And just hear me out. This is a problem card. You know what I mean? But then I also don't want them to pull off a Greninja play next turn if they draw into it, you know? So I'm debating Near Upper Energy or Ignition. That's where my head's at right now. So if I give them a Pult, which would guarantee them actually a KO onto Dunsparce. Yeah, do you know what? I'm KOing Pult, bro. I can't have Pult exist like this, bro. Not on my block, okay? Not on these streets. I think I'm actually going to Candy the benched Greninja. Yeah, there. That's fine. Because I can return the water to hand instead of the Near Upper. Unless I want to return the Near Upper. Who knows? I could also manually retreat here, but I don't need to. Let's Ignition. Let's go for Mortal Shuriken. Sorry, Retrieval. Mortal Shuriken. Let's just take out the Pult, bro. Let's just do it. I'm so fine with this, bro. Ninja Spinner. Give me the energy back into my hand and we can talk. Do I want to do the extra damage? Indeed, I do. Excellent. 1-hit KO on Pults. Lovely. I like the look of that. I don't like the look, though, of a bunch of Dunsparces with nothing to work with. That's a bit better. That's fine. As they go for a Recon Directive here. They can take 2 prizes. Bear that in mind. But they do need Ignition to do that. And it's whether or not they probably have the 1 copy. Usually see that in Mega Greninja decks. There's 2 Hilda down, though. They could whiff. Yeah, they did whiff the bench snipe. That's good. That's really good. I could just straight up... Do you know what? I think I just boss Meowth, don't I? I honestly, I just boss Meowth. I attach here. I boss KO Meowth. That way I have snipe for game at the end of it. Yeah, that's what I've got to do. Let's go for a Poffin then. Sorry, a Poffin? That's a weird looking Poffin, isn't it? A Pokepad. Throw this here. I've got Poffin in hand. I think I might play it actually and just get myself another Froakie down, to be fair to you. Yeah, and we just boss KO Meowth. I'm not going to draw cards because I don't need to. I'd rather do that after they play the red card on me and hand disrupt me. So let's do the extra damage. Throw Near Upper Energy. Near Upper itself will allow Mirage Barrage. So this is the Ninja doing its thing. And we're looking good. Can we beat... Well, not Dragapult, but a mirror matchup. That would be lovely. As they go for a Recon Directive and a Pokepad that's going to get them another Cloak, but they fail it. What? Oh, that's kind of a big deal. Oh, they must be like a 2-2-1 line or something. And this is what I mean with my experience with Greninja so far. With this deck, with like a little bit of pre-testing with this build just to see if it's like worth committing to. It like relying on the Dunsparce or the Dracloak engine when you don't have any other additional support. Like, Dragapult has Recon Directive. So what I'm learning is if you're playing a stage 2 deck that plays Recon Directive or the Dunsparce engine, unless it has something extra about it to support you, it doesn't feel that great. So I'm hoping we can try and overcome that. If not, maybe go to a different build. That's where my head's at right now. But we're only game 1 in, so I'm just giving you where my thought is, but could change, who knows? As they go for Shinobi Blade, and that wins us the game, boys. It looks convincing, but I was a bit on edge. I can't lie. I was a bit on edge. I didn't feel comfortable with this game, which I can't tell if that's a good or a bad thing. Let's go into another game as I pull off my Mirage Barrage to take out those Dracloaks and Dreepies, discarding their upper energy, and see if this continues to perform. Starting the Dunsparce, I did not choose to go first this time, and with it being a wee bit punished for it. Oh, I don't know why they're playing Starmie and they chose to go second. I think I just end turn. That's not great. That's not great at all. Again, just random cards in the hand. Yeah, consistency. I need to add a little bit more consistency, I think. Maybe a couple more outs to Pokemon search. That could be a good shout. Let's see. We have the Dunsparce at the very least to work with. I'm not going to get Fezandipiti down. That's too much of a liability into a Starmie. And, okay. I am not liking this. Not even slightly. Yeah, I need a little bit more search, bro. I need a little bit more search. It's all great having Surf and Beach in your hand when you have nothing going on. Have I just lost the game? No. Okay. Collect. Don't say I've just lost. A Pokepad? Where's my Puffins? Oh, no. Bro, it's an Ultra Ball. I've just lost. What? No shot. I don't think anything wrong. The list just... I need more consistency, bro. I need a little bit more consistency, I think. Just some more search outs. Ultra Ball, whatever. Maybe that's the move. I don't know. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, they evolved. Okay, they're just BMing me a little bit. Go take the knockout, bro. Well, actually, no, it's on me to scoop. So I'm going to scoop. Sure thing, ptcgl. Just rub it in further. I've scooped and you still let him attack? Oh, yeah, joker. Okay, well, the first impression is a little bit more on the shaky side. And with a loss to a Pulse matchup, a win in another mirror match, and a win against Mega Lopunny from our 3 other test games, it's safe to say this deck needs more grounding. So let's go straight into making changes. Okay, so first on the chopping block is Lana's Aid. It expectedly didn't synergize too well. You could only really recover energy with it. You have 3 energy retrievals. This is just too much. We're going to dial it back. And I'm going to do the same here with removing 1 retrieval because seeing it in your hand wasn't that great on turn 1. And the same applies for Surfing Beach. We're going to cut it down to 3. And I will also be cutting out 1 water energy because I think with 5 and Hilda's, we should be okay. Now, this frees up space for 2 more Ultra Ball, making the opening hand so much better when you're going first. I'm also adding 1 more to Dunsparce, as I mentioned, to help a little bit more of consistency, and a copy of Stretcher because I kind of forgot about recovery. So there's a Stretcher for us, resulting in the very list that you can now see on screen. Let's see if these changes make any huge difference in helping us decide whether we want to continue with the Dunsparce build. Let's play version 2, boys and girls, and we are going to go first again. We have more search. We have more search this time around. Of course, we've got the Ultra Balls in here. Got another Dunsparce, as I've covered, all right? So hopefully we can pause. This card is always showing in the opening hand. I'm getting a little bit annoyed of you, mate. Might have to bring it down to 1. You're getting on me nerves. As we have another mirror. It is the Greninja show recently, isn't it? Dare I kneel upper and just say, I've got it? Like, that feels terrible. I'm just going to attach an end turn. Very similar to the Dunsparce game where we lost. And they're going to attach on their end too and go for a Lillie's Determination. So they must have had a similar hand to me. You know what I mean? This can't be the same. No, I was going to say, I thought this was the same guy I lost to with the Greninja. Sorry, not Greninja, with the Frostlass and the Staryu. But no, I think this is a different person. They're going to get preemptively Mega Starmie out. This puts a lot of pressure. I need to get Pokemon down, bro. I don't understand what's going on here. I might have to chalk this one down to just being unlucky. We've got like 4 Poffin, 4 Pad, 3 Ultra Ball. This is not normal. This is not the hand you naturally would see. So yeah, maybe it is just a little bit of the old bad luck. So let's attach the active again. Who knows what we get off this Lillie? So might as well be ready for it. Ah, there's our stuff. There's our boys. Come a little bit too late. Actually, really annoyed now because I could have gone a KO with the Rotom and knocked out the Froakie. That would have been lovely. But you know what? We just got to roll with it. I am going to bench it and retreat to it, though, because, unless I collect. No, they definitely have. We know they have Starmie in hand. They 100% have the swing. So we're just going to do that. We've got double the Dunsparce, near upper energy. I mean, we've got a decent follow-up. That's the good news. As they do attach to Staryu, and evolve to the Star Me and retreat. As expected, hopefully no damage counter shenanigans to somehow KO this Froakie. It would be nice to use that energy either for an attack or for a retreat. Speaking of, they go for Dawn to get themselves a Frogadier in terms of the Greninja archetype. A Meowth as well, preemptive that. And also very dangerous. We hit that for weakness with Terra Ninja, so that's also pretty solid for us. Lily's Determination coming in as well as they jetting below. I'm going to promote this Froakie, and hopefully we can, hopefully our Dundee Duns can do us a solid. Actually, the Rocket Petrel's good. Just get me Ninja out, okay? That's all I need in my life. I just need Ninja. Just give me the Ninja. Oh, that's it. Wait, no, no Candy though. Oh, it's always this awkward, like, just not having it to... Wait! Okay, this is risky. This could be really bad. So I kind of don't want to do it. Okay, here's what I've got to do. I've got a Petrel. Yeah, I was going to Petrel and then attach near upper energy and then take out the Frogadier. But I think I'm just going to Shinobi Blade. Yeah, it seems a bit silly, you know, discarding my one really important card here for the sake of just getting one KO, you know? That seems silly. Let's just Shinobi Blade. At the very least, it's a 2-hit KO if we don't see a Wally. And what do I want here? I probably just want Candy, you know? Honestly, it feels like... It does feel like Candy's a bit of an over-reliance. So maybe I need an additional Candy. I don't know. Now, one thing that is really concerning me going forward, just to bring up that I was experiencing in some other games, was the lack of damage output, the lack of power of the deck. It does feel a little weak. You know, it doesn't feel like it packs a punch. You need to get double Shuriken off to be able to 1-hit KO a Pult. And you have to do a lot to get there. It's looking like it's not an easy task. So I am considering ways to amp up the damage in this deck to help us like 1-hit KO Pults easier. I am just noticing a bit of an issue with the damage output, just on the side, you know? As they go for a Lillie and bench another Staryu. The good news is this isn't really a crazy list on my opponent's side, so if I get a win out of this, you can't really say it's competing with the higher level decks. I'll obviously acknowledge it, right? We're testing. We're not trying to always get the best decks all the time. That's just not realistic. However, do you know what? I'm yapping here. Let's just get Greninja. Let's get this. I'll get the Greninja out to prevent it from, you know, getting exploded. And I think I actually genuinely think I just go for another Shinobi Blade. So a Shinobi Blade now for the KO. And then I could just win next turn oh no, they could just KO me though. Oh, I didn't think about that. It's fine. It's okay. I was thinking I could just get like Ignition Energy and then like boss next turn for these two for game. But what I might do is just punch. Okay, so if I knock this out now, I probably want draw actually. I'm going to get the dance pass. I've got Meowth for boss. Yeah. Okay. I need to think a little bit here. So my game plan is a little bit fluent right now. It speaks fluent gas, bro. I'm thinking, okay, I could ping this and then hit it with the Mega Greninja, but then actually, no, they would just win if they knock me out in return. That 50 damage could be a big deal. Okay. I'm just trying to think, bro. Let me cook. So I need to double boss for game? Is that what we're saying? Or, no, hold on. It depends on the evolution. So if they don't get this into a Mega Greninja and in fact have a Frogadier next turn or something, if they don't evolve it this turn, that's a big deal. I could basically Mortal Shuriken this twice for game. You know, boss KO this, you know, Mortal Shuriken that twice, and that gets us 3 prize cards. I also could just straight up punch the Ninja, but that bears risk to a Wally, and I don't want them to just Wally. So yeah, there's a lot to think about. They are Ultra Balling though. I'm assuming it's going to be for a Frogadier or a Candy into... I've got to bear in mind, they could also have the Terra. Oh, please bench that, I beg you. I'm asking... Yes, okay, that means... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't really change much, actually. I was thinking it's another 70 HP Pokemon I could eventually take out. Hey, I could set up the double Greninja, double Mega Greninja, and then pull off the Surfing Beach Mortal Shuriken for 120, take out Meowth for gameplay, you know? I don't know. There's a lot to think about with this deck right now. They're going to go for their own Mortal Shuriken, probably ping this bad boy. Oh, and that's quite a big... Maybe... No, I need to Wally then, no? I need to Wally. Yeah, I have to Wally here. My win con's Wally. I've just realized it's Wally. It's Wally boss. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking here. Get Wally out, heal off, go for some pings, get some, keep the single prize board. Well, no, it's okay for me to bench Fez. They need to take 3 prize cards. Oh no, Fez will allow him to do that with the snipe. So let's not do that. In fact, that would be not the best idea in the world because, well, I need to bench Meowth anyway, don't I? Oh no, it's true. Okay, I'm gonna bench Fez then. Hold on, hear me out, okay? I need to find another dance pass quickly, and we get it. Okay, this is important. This is important, and I'll explain why in a second. For now, though, we are just going to straight up Wally's Compassion. Now, it would be absolutely hilarious if they then Wally in return, but hey, the game's the game then, I guess. I need to Ultra Ball here, getting rid of You actually are hitting a decent amount of damage. You're hitting 240, so I'm going to hold on to you. I don't think I've got another Greninja coming in, so I'm just going to get an extra Dunsparce out. And then now it's really important what I ping here, I think. And I think I actually... No, I can't ping Starmie because it's double ping plus it's 320. It's not enough. All right, I have to ping a Froakie then. So I'm going to ping a Froakie, attach Neo Upper, keep the hand as is, and then just Ninja Spinner for 200. If they Wally as a result and fail to get Frogadier out, I would need Boss, and I can Boss Meowth and ping Froakie for free prize cards. That's what we're taking into account here. So I think I've set myself up for the best win con when it comes to it. So it's in my opponent's court right now. All right, they've attached the, what does this do? What does this energy do? I think we're fine. I honestly think we're okay. Given that attachment, I've just realized that means they can't Terra Greninja right now. So there's no Terra Greninja action. Maybe, no, even then they can't, yeah, no, we're fine. They could like surf in beach and go into another, Greninja if they evolve into another Mortal Shuriken and hit me for 320 in total. But their max damage output right now is currently 320, I think, which in turn means they can't one-hit KO my Greninja, which means it's probably GG, especially after that Lillie. No healing, no Wally. I think we're good, broski. I think we got a dub here and we'll have to run with it for sure. Oh, let's not get carried away though. They have retreated to Starmie. I need to find me bosses. Get me boss's orders. In that case, let's start digging. I have faith. I think we get it. I think we get boss here. We haven't played any, so yeah, there you go. Not even worried about it. All right, let's boss this up. Let's take this out, and that's great for the second variant of the deck. Again, an awkward opening hand, though. I don't know if that's the list, though. I don't know if I'm just getting unlucky. Either way, that's a victory. Let's go to the next game. Going first again, this time against Dragapult. This is the real test of this deck right now, so let's see. We have played Pult, if I'm correct, once and lost to it this whole time. We've played a lot of mirror matches with a pretty good record into the mirror. In the mirror matches, we're getting a lot of wins, but I think that's because a lot of people are experimenting with Greninja right now, just as I am right here too. So it's the real test of this deck really is this matchup. How does it play into Pult? And this is where I'm going to be concerned because yeah, the Dunsparce with it just feels a little bit clogged up sometimes, and Budew punishes it. So maybe we're starting to see one of the flaws of this variant really come through right now. And again, is edging me to explore a completely different way to play Greninja if this doesn't work out too well. So they do item lock me here and get themselves at a Dunsparce down. Also, the Risky Ruins is concerning, so I'm just going to immediately bounce that off the picture. Let's get rid of that bad boy. Can't play any items. I could Hilda for an energy. I might have been better to do that actually, but that's fine. We'll go into you. We'll go into you. No, we'll just throw this here. Now I Hilda and get Frogadier next turn. But you can see once the item lock comes out, this deck kind of just it stops working. It's extremely weak to item lock, which is not good when the best deck in format plays item locking. And this is the problem with the Dunsparce, with this whole engine in my experience. Crushing Hammer coming in. It's a Tails. That's good. A second Hammer? Oh, bro, relax. Come on. And it's a Tails. That's what you get for playing the hammers against me. When I play hammers, it's okay. When you play it, it's not. That's my motto. They get themselves at a Dunsparce out for draw, and I'm not feeling confident at all as they throw a Monkey Dory down, using a Recon Directive as well, and attaching to Dracloak as they pull off another Itchy Pollen. Okay, all right. What can we do? I think I have to be super risky here, and I'm gonna actually pull this out of... actually, no, that's silly. I think I do this and just KO Budew. Yeah. Well, no, I can't KO Budew. What am I talking about? It's fine. I can do this. That's fine. I'm just gonna leave next turn. As long as this Frogadier doesn't go down, we could somehow stay in the game, but it really does depend on that. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So what they want to do is create one of the most devastating plays you can, and that's bossing and KOing this. You get rid of this, Donnie. GG. Now, the good thing is that the Dunsparce is gone, and they didn't get another, not Dreepy or Dracloak, no, another Dunsparce to, like, draw a ton of cards to guarantee they get the boss. Because they need a lot of cards here. They do need the Dragapult, they need the Fire Energy, well, no, Fire or Neo Upper Energy, and then a boss's orders. They could move damage with Monkey Dory, but that requires an energy attachment. Obviously, there's Crispin, but Crispin is not a boss. So, oh, they just literally got rid of a boss. Okay, so you have it then. Like, you just have it. You got the Pult, you got the boss in hand. There's the Fire. Why did you discard boss? You clearly have it, right? Surely you have boss right now. Yeah. I think we lose. Just like the second game with the Dunsparce, it's a bit of a trend, isn't it? The first game looks so promising for the build. Then you go into the second one, it's like, oh. And then you go into the other ones, and it's like, oh, who knows what's going to happen? Maybe it'll go well, maybe it won't. Seems to be the trend right now with this deck. It's just up and down. It's just up and down, and we don't want that. We want something reliable. We want something consistent. So maybe it's time we explore that with a different build. Hold on. Let's not get carried away. All right, this is one game. I'm being a bit of a doom and gloom kind of guy right now. I need to have a little bit of faith in myself and try and play some good Pokemon right now. I'm gonna get the Dunsparce out. Honestly, I'm terrified of getting Rotom out, but I think I just gotta go for a poke because that could be a KO with the Mega Ninja. Yeah, okay. Actually, I just have to not lose my Froakie. It is as simple as that. We do have the energy, so I'm gonna go for runaway draw. All right, and just get a poke in. That's what I want. Just want to get some poke damage off, and maybe we could pull off. We got the Candy Ninja, so we could next turn if we hold the hand, one it KO this Polt. The issue is the rest of the Polts. You know what I mean? They probably will get rid of my Dunsparce, so I'm just going to be super safe here and do this. So that way, when they take these two prizes, I'm probably going to be okay. Unless they boss. Again, they did discard a boss, which maybe will come back to bite them, and hopefully it will. But they could literally just like boss Monkey Dory, and then they just take out double Froakie, and then you just lose. You can't come back after that. Also, I've forgotten a very important card. Literally a card. Red card. How have I not put red card in here, bro? I'm a fraud. I forgot to put the card in. It's all right. Whatever next build we do, I'm sure red card will be there. If I remember, that is. Hopefully I will. Who knows? As they have the Monkey Dory, they have the boss. That is a very unfortunate loss, man. Yeah, when it comes to crunch time, the deck kind of struggles, bro. It does struggle. I think we got to go for a different build here. And that decision was only solidified with a close win against Frostlass, loss to Crustle, and a loss again to Mega Starmie. So I started to wonder, if the Dunsparce doesn't feel good and the Dracloak line is already established, what else is there? Is there something out there that could be better? And then it's hit me. I remembered making a video on a certain deck just over a year ago, and that deck was Greninja Blaziken. So immediately I thought, what if I revisited that list, adjusted it to the post rotation, and included Mega Greninja? Maybe it could become the best way to play it. So I immediately got to work with building the list. Okay, I am really excited for this one, and we're going to go with 3 copies of Froakie instead of 4. There's going to be a lot of other basic Pokemon, so I think 3 is okay, as I'll add 1 copy of Frogadier on this occasion, the standard 2 Mega Greninja, and 1 Shinobi Blade Greninja. And for Torchic, we'll be adding the 70 HP Collect 1 too. Fun fact, by the way, the Froakie and the Torchic are basically counterparts, being almost identical in every single way, just of different types. How cool is that? Zorua, however, is not one of the identical ones, but we will be having the Zoroark draw engine here, as it was indeed a card included in that Greninja Blaziken deck that we was referring to before. And from what I remember, it played a big role in its consistency, and in this case, may be a better replacement for a card like the Dunsparce, or even Dracloak for that matter. So let's add our 2 copies of Zoroark and set it in stone. As I'll follow up with the 100 HP Combusken, just the 1 copy, 3 copies of Blaziken, as it was in the original list, 1 copy of Budew, which I think is going to be a really big card here, with 1 copy of Fezandipiti, and finally 1 copy of Meowth. That is a lot of Pokemon, and you can see why I went for 3 Froakie. It's very tight. But either way, in this case, I'm gonna go for 4 copies of Petrel. Meaning, yes, our ace spec is indeed Precious Trolley, not Neo Upper Energy. As with a Blaziken in your deck, you don't need to rely on that card so much with the Mega Greninja. And what's fascinating with Mega Greninja and Blaziken is you actually want to bring a Water Energy into your hand after attacking instead of Neo Upper Energy, as this allows you to immediately use your Mortal Shuriken right afterwards, and then Seething Spirit it straight back onto the Greninja, which effectively creates a looping effect. And so in that case, Precious Trolley is what I'm going to go for in terms of the ace spec. Continuing with supporters, however, we're going to have 3 copies of Lillie, 2 copies of Dawn in here, as it finds you very good stage 1s, which are much more prevalent in this deck. We do still need Hilda, however, so I'm going to add 2 copies of that. And 2 Boss's Orders didn't seem like a problem in the old deck, so we're going to have 2 here as well. Back onto items, I'm going for 4 rare candies instead of free in the last build, as Greninja just seems to be super reliant on it, and we're also playing Blaziken, so we need 4. Now, to ensure that we do pull off the Petrel trolley play, we're going to add Rocket's Transceiver. Now, you may say Pokegear is a better option here, but to guarantee the trolley play is so much more consistent, and Petrel in this deck isn't actually that bad, as it can find you crucial cards like your rare candies when you need them, your Surfing Beach if you ever need to counter Stadium for whatever reason, or if you're really bricking, it can also just find you another support card for the next turn. Whereas with Pokegear, because you have to look at the top 7 cards of your deck, you might whiff sometimes, and I don't think we can afford that. Continuing on, I'm going to add 2 copies of Energy Retrieval in here, which just like the last deck, again, is probably going to be one of the first on the chopping block because you just don't like to see it in your opening hand. Now, because we have a high amount of supporter Pokemon search, I think 2 copies of Ultra Ball is also pretty fine, so we're going to add 2, with 1 Buddy Poffin as a backup if we prize Precious Trolley, Night Stretcher for recovery, and 1 copy of Air Balloon for some retreat options, which Surfing Beach can also help us with too, so we're going to add 3 copies there. And in terms of energy, all we're going to do here is 6 water energy and 1 copy of fire energy so we can attack with Blaziken if we need to, resulting in our new Zoroark Blaziken Greninja deck. And yes, I noticed I did forget to put in a red card, but I just want to reassure you I do in the next build, so don't worry, it will happen, I swear. But before making those changes, let's just see how this list plays. A new era of Greninja is amongst us as we have the Greninja build. This has definitely got me excited. Is my opponent doing exactly the same thing? What the hell's going on? Hello. What? What's going on? This feels like paid actor type beats, bro. I didn't do this, man. This ain't me, bro. Hello? What are you doing over there playing a Torchic with Greninja sleeve? Just scaring me. All right, let's get Torchic. Oh, actually, a little bit sad of the fact that I don't have any Froakies. Where's my Froakies gone? Ah, is what it is. Let's throw this here, retreat, and get the item lock off. Oh, it's nice to actually have this as an option. So hopefully this can slow him down. It'll give us time. The hand, though. The hand's not ideal. That's the trend of this video, apparently. PTCGL. Is it a client thing? Is it a deck list thing? I don't know, man. I think it's more of a client thing, if I'm honest with you. It seems to be in these live games. When I play, like, offline, the hands are never actually terrible. So maybe it's just PTCGL doing its thing. Combusken out, though. They have been able to get the evolution off. And it's a water energy. Maybe it is Greninja. No way am I somehow again playing Greninja Blaziken. You can't write this. Hello? I mean, look, it's not a far-fetched idea, don't get me wrong, but I've not seen anyone do it yet. And of course, the first game we have, someone is doing it. Whoa! Talk about great minds thinking alike. Hey, Lillie. Hey, I see ya. As they go for a Crispin. Oh, interesting. I'm not too into the Crispin. For me, I mean, for them, it's clearly working. Right? They have the... Maybe they just play Water Energy and it's not a Greninja build. Maybe it is just Blaziken. Which, I mean, that'd be amazing for us. If I could just get a 1-hit KO on these, Tony, I'll take it, bro. Okay, there's Combusken. I'm going to have to promote the old chick. Let's get the chick out. We've got Meowth at least to keep us going and somehow potentially claw back into this. So that's something. Let's Meowth. Sirena right now would be amazing, but I think I need a reset. I do need a bit of a reset here. So I'm going to go for Lillie's Determination. I don't mind attaching the turn as well to reduce the odds of drawing in something we don't want. And let's just go for this and see what comes of it. Oh, wow. Okay. Candy Ninja off the bat. Love to see it. In fact, I could retreat and then go for a Shuriken. But for now, I'm actually just going to go for Collect. We have the huge benefit right now of the weakness advantage. So I think so long as we can get an attack off next time, we could be talking. And yeah, it is genuinely Greninja Blaziken. What are the odds of just hopping on the ladder and getting the almost direct mirror? What the hell is happening? Now, they've had a much better start to me, unfortunately, so that's the worrying thing. But this really is now about the 1-hit KO returns. There's an Ultra Ball coming in, and I wonder what they're going to get here, actually. It's just Blaziken. I was expecting to somehow get a Down Sparse in, but okay. So the benefit for us right now is they have some damage in play thanks to our Budew. So this is the benefit of Budew as well, actually, in this matchup is, just using Budew in general in this format with this deck, is you can set up some Shuriken KOs, which is actually quite a big deal. So we'll take that. I'm going to go all in, bro. I'm going in with chest, okay? I've got my chest out. I'm ready to go. Let's see what we get. Boss's order's not ideal. Okay. All right. Let's take a prize card. Let's see what happens. We'll knock you out. That's okay. Get a prize off of that. Honestly, debating just item locking again. Let's get rid of a Surfing Beach and an Energy, because I can retrieval, that's fine, and get myself a Zoroark. And I've just realized that I actually had a knockout here with okay, I've misplayed. It's fine. I think I weirdly enough, I feel really confident right now. So we are actually kind of chill. Let's Petrel and get a... Here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to get Stretcher and just go back into Budew and hope that they haven't got like a retreat KO on me. And then we can come in. So let's do this. This is weird, I know, but you just got to hear me out. Hear me out. Let's throw this here. We're playing the long game. All right, we're trying to do this properly. Let's forget about the fact that I had KO. If I sequenced correctly. But that's fine. You're pinged. Your item locked. You've got a 4-card hand. You can't attack with this unless you get it switched out of the active. They just straight manually retreat. Okay. Fair dues. To be fair, it's actually correct of them to, if they had energy in hand and they had the Dunsparce, you retreat to the Dunsparce and use the Dunsparce as the way to switch here. But hey, it is what it is. They're just going to collect. Right, so this is where things get a little scary. I'll be real with you. I need to get a boss. I need to get Blaziken. Boss Blaziken would be the way right now. Oh, we do! Okay, boys, we're actually like kind of popping off here, low-key. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this play! Oh, this deck's better than every other Greninja deck, I'm telling you. I'm going to Mortal Shuriken and get rid of your Dunsparce, which you failed to evolve. Take a KO there. Now, you might be thinking, Sean, you've got Boss KO on Blaziken. That's amazing. No, Blaziken is not the target. The target is this. I do not want in any way to see a Terra Greninja come in and take 2 prize cards. That ain't happening on my watch, okay? You're getting knocked out, mate. And I don't even need to get rid of the energy. But you know what? I will. Actually, no, I'm not. Actually, I might. Oh, I don't know. I am. It gives me the loop. I can Mortal Shuriken again. And this is where the Blaziken Greninja really comes in clutch. Because you can loop your Shurikens. You can Shuriken and bring it straight onto the Greninja. Use Greninja, throw it back into your hand, rinse and repeat. Now, granted, that always takes an attachment for turn, so you don't always want to do it, which is why I was debating it. But bro, let me Mortal Shuriken a Froakie and then get that for game. You know what I mean? I knew it. I knew I had faith. We misplayed badly and still have we're winning this race right now, bro. We're in the lead, brother. We're in the lead. There's an Ultra Ball coming in as they get rid of a boss and a candy. Very big cards there. And they get Terra Greninja. I knew it. I saw that was coming. I knew it was happening. Now, look, they can get a boss KO on this. That's totally possible, of course. But I also can set up I can set up game myself as well. So that's also totally fine. Wait, have they played supporter yet? No, they haven't. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. Also, they're not even 2-hit KO me with Shinobi Blade. That's crazy work. So for me, I need to evolve into a Zoroark. They can take a free prize turn with Shinobi Blade on these 2. But by then, I should hopefully be in a position where I can just win the game, you know? So what I've got to do, I think this is what I've got to do. First off, actually, I'm going to get rid of a Transceiver. I like the Froakie, actually. We might need that still. Dawn! Yeah, Dawn can do it for me. Dawn can do a lot. So what I do... Oh, no, I do want another energy. I'm dawning. Hold on. Let me just go for Dawn. I'm going to get Zoroark. We'll get Blaziken. Actually, no, I'll get this and this. Sure thing, whatever. Doesn't really matter. I just needed the Zoroark, to be honest with you. And I think what I do here, right, is I kind of want an energy attachment for turn. That'd be really nice. It's not happened, so I do have to, like, use up my, Mortal Shuriken. It's a little bit concerning this, but we just got to roll with it. Actually, hold on. Let me think. Wait, this is a little bit worrying now, actually. Okay, I'm going to Mortal Shuriken the Froakie and then just go for a Ninja Spinner. It's not ideal, to be honest with you, actually. Basically, if they KO Greninja, it's the end of the world. If they don't, we could probably do something here. Let's do the extra damage. And so next turn, we win if they don't evolve the Froakie. That's the game plan I'm going for. I don't think it's the ideal one, but it's just what I've got to do, I think. Oh, they tree? No! Oh, wait, what? You're getting... Huh? Brother! No way you're doing that. Yeah, to be fair, what can they do? I mean, they have to just... Yeah, maybe they just have to try Mirage Barrage. Oh, no, but they're accelerating to the Blaziken. What's going on? Wait, they're going to attack the Blaziken? That's an easy one to KO for me. Either way. Maybe my opponent's out of options? I was thinking maybe they... I don't know, but I don't know what they're doing here. Pokepads? Frogadier is still not a problem. Yeah, Frogadier is still fine. I can still win with Frogadier, bro. Yeah, oh, my opponent is fumbling bad right now, and that's coming from me. All right, the misplayed king. Yeah, my opponent is throwing it away right now. I just have to, like, ping them and then take a KO. That's it, right? You 100% tree. You had Frogadier, so you purely... Wait, what's their Greninja counts, though? Yeah, surely you tree into that, because that's the threat. Oh, wait, no, they get the KO, though. Oh, I didn't think about the KO. Oh, this is all over the gaff, this game, isn't it? This game's all over the place. And they can just ping for game next time. I need boss, bro. Oh, this is terrifying. Okay, I need boss. I thought I was in there, bro, but that tree has just given him something. And I don't like that something. It doesn't feel good. Let's get rid of Torchic. Oh, man, how did this... The absolute roller coaster that this game is right now is ridiculous. Let's get rid of a Petrel. Oh, this is scary. Oh, okay. All right. What on earth do I do here? What do I do? I've promoted Blaziken as well. Maybe I shouldn't have. If I attack Blaziken, they can retreat KO me. If they get Big Ninja, it's a wrap. And they so can do that. I thought they were throwing, but they no. I was wrong. They had the KO on me. Oh, I just need another ninja, bro. That's what I need, but I didn't have it. Bro, Card Budew right now would be... Actually, no, Card Budew wouldn't work. I need to retreat to a Zoroark, I think. Do I need to retreat to a Zoroark, bro? No, but I probably need to retreat to a Zoroark, actually. I think I have to retreat to a Zoroark. Bro, they just have Greninja ping for game. That's so bad. I'm going to have to attach here. Bounce that tree, I think. Well, a tree could be of value to me if I survive this turn somehow. They can also get Dance Blast out with the tree, but they probably have Dance Blast anyway with an 8-card hand. How has this gone from losing to winning to losing so quickly? It's insane. And how are we playing a mirror matchup with Blaziken Greninja? For one, okay, that's a whole different thing. Oh yeah, then they could just Mirage Barrage. Bro, that was an insane game. I think that could have gone anyone's way. Genuinely, could have gone anyone's way. And it's just frustrating, man. I'm going to go in another game just to, again, get a good feel of this build, and then we're going to add red card and stuff like that. Now, this is a good going second hand. I'll tell you that. I'll take it. I'll take it. Some of the bad hands we've been having in this video, I at least get to do this, okay? So I don't want anyone saying, oh, you know, you wouldn't have won that game. You didn't have a good opening hand. The amount of games I've lost because of bad opening hands, I'm trying to be as fair as possible with this deck and just say, this is what I get, so this is what you're going to see, which means I take the dubs when I get them, okay? Yeah, just as much as I take the L's, all right? So I don't want to hear nothing from any of you. Yeah. Thank you for watching, by the way. I love you. Sure, let's get all parasocial now, shall we? Teal Mask. Okay. Just shy, actually, of that 200 damage. That 200 damage on Greninja is awkward, isn't it? It really is, actually. If it was 210, it would have fixed so much maths. Because you could hit like 330 with double Shuriken, which would take out something like a Starmie, but then instead you're hitting 320, which is great for a pole, but it's a bit awkward. In any case, let's not get carried away. They've attached... Oh, Psychic. Wait, is this Future Box? This might be a Future Box deck. Who knows? Do I want to item lock? I don't have the choice. I can't anyway. So what I'm going to do is do this, and do this. Just get the boys out. We've got double Zoroark. We've got double Candy, which is also awesome. So let's do that. I'm going to Petrel now as well for a Hilda, I believe, because that can get me Water Energy for a Greninja to get attacking. That hits the Meowth weakness. That's one thing to bear in mind. I also can just instantly Mega Greninja next turn as well. So we're just going to do that. Well, I can't instantly Mega Greninja. We're not playing Near Upper, right? Again, a lot of people were saying how Near Upper is a must-have in this deck, but Blaziken kind of means you don't really need it as much. Maybe you should. I don't know. But it's not as much of a necessity. But the downside is you can't instantly Hilda Candy for a Greninja attack, right? Although you can with Shinobi Blade. So maybe I need to prioritize the Shinobi Blade Greninja in the early game and then come in with the Mega. Maybe that's the move. For this particular build, also, yes, I need to add the card. I will be adding the card, don't worry, as my opponent gets Blissey down. What is going on there? Enamorous? Now, Enamorous seems like a random card, but it actually is low-key kind of good. Because if I have a Psychic type in play, then you can just hit me for 200 damage. But Psychic types aren't that popular. So, bit outdated. You'd see this sometimes in a Gardevoir EX deck. Back in the day. That says back in the day like it wasn't a few weeks ago. But okay, I'm understanding. It's Blissey box or slot box with Blissey, whatever you want to say. But that is a ridiculously dangerous thing to do, passing like that, bro. Okay, let's not get carried away. I don't have the guaranteed attack yet. I need a retreat. So let's see. I will trade. I'm actually going to trade away the Petrel. We've got double Candy, which is lovely. Triple Candy. Okay, that's getting a bit much. But do you know what? We'll do it for the vibes. Let's see what we get. I was really hoping for energy. Okay. So I do this. I Candy, I Blaziken, and I get energy, water energy. And then I Candy into Blaziken on the bench. Oh, this deck is smooth like butter, bro. Look at it go. Here we are. I know we had that mirror matchup, which was all over the gaff, but this is much more what we was looking for. Retreat into this, go into this, go for Seething Spirit. Low-key now, wish I didn't throw away that Combusken. Probably shouldn't have. But it's fine. It's okay. Here's what I'm actually going to do, I think. They're probably not going to KO on me. So what if I just get another Blaziken in hand? I've already got Lillie. Just Rare Candy Blaziken next turn, you know? And then I can Frogadier. I haven't checked my deck, so I don't know if I have the Frogadier. Maybe I should add another one of them, huh? Do you know what? I am starting to realize that item lock's always a problem for Greninja, so maybe double Frogadier might be the move. Because none of this would be possible right now if they, none of this would be possible if it wasn't for my friends and family. No, if they had Budew off, yeah, we'd be in a little bit more of an awkward spot, actually. Either way, they go for a Pokepad into Mimikyu. Yeah, you're just toolboxing it, bro, and it ain't happening right now. You're bricking hard. You're bricking mega hard right now. Oh, I could use an Ignition Energy right now, bro. Ignition would low-key cook hard. All right, let's Rare Candy. And yeah, I'm feeling the loss of Ignition right now. Also, they varied 0, so we get the benefit of that. Thanks for giving me another Torchic. I was thinking I need to get energy in hand so I can Ultra Ball away. I'm in trouble if I Lillie, but I forgot I have 2 trades. Trade is so good with Blaziken, bro. I mean, we know, right? There was like a first place Greninja Blaziken that did well recently. So why not have Greninja in the mix? You know what I mean? Oh God, where's my energy, bro? Oh, do you know what? I desperately need Ignition in this deck now. Yeah, Ignition. Oh man, I would benefit so hard from Ignition. All right, let's just... I don't mind having this board state, so... And them having a big board, fine. I'm gonna Barrage inevitably, bro. It's gonna be happening. In fact, is there a way for me to find these energy? I can probably just Hilda again, right? Have I got Hilda in hand, though? I don't. Oh, I don't. Okay, let me just grab a Hilda, bro. I don't mind that. Hilda, get rid of some energy, hopefully find one, then get Barrage off. Okay, so yeah, this deck's working really well when you have this. Gotta consider the option of double. I don't think I will do double Shinobi Blade Greninja, but maybe if we go for one more run with a little bit more of a refined build, I'm going to add Frogadier. I'm going to add Ignition Energy. If I feel like I need the double Shinobi Blade, I might add it and say this is probably one of the better Greninja lists because this is feeling so much better than the Dracloak build. It's feeling better than the Dunsparce build by a mile already. And as I said, like, I know we just lost that mirror match, but that was like, that was random as hell, bro. He says playing against the Blissey box deck. This is a real deck, though. Kind of. Listen. I think we're onto something, okay? I do think we're onto something here. We're not, as I said, we're not always going to have the meta matchups come up, so let's just keep running with it. We're going to get rid of a Dawn now, actually. God, this hand is insanely big. Let's throw this here, and I can now get Mirage. I can Mirage. Let's go. Oh, that's so cool. This is awesome, man. Oh, this deck is so good. All right, let's go for this. Here we go. I'll get a Fez down for security. Why not? Hey, we're so far ahead at this point. Let's just... Oh, man, it's so good. Okay, all right. I'm getting excited. I think we're on to something, boys. Let's throw this here. Let's go for Receiving Spirit. 2 Barrage again. And I am not benching anything else. Barrage coming in. And I will go for I might just go for the double Chansey on the bench and keep this one in the active so they have to retreat it. That's definitely what I'm going to do. And if not, we just win here. Maybe. I might be going crazy here, right? But Surf and Beach ain't doing much recently. Maybe we add areas. Honestly, you could do double Shinobi Blade Greninja and add in 2 copies of Area 0 and be like, hey, I can have a full board now. Like, that's legit a thing to bear in mind, you know? Bro, that could be something. Okay, let's not get carried away. I'm just going to make the small changes first. All right, let's go. Yeah, let's go for these small changes first and then build into that. I'm gonna make a note though and just have it as an idea. Okay. But first we need card, we need Ignition, we need another energy. Another Frogadier. I think that's what we do. But before doing that, we need to do the other test games. And with a win against Delphox, a win against Dragapult, and a loss against Dragapult, I still believe that only a few changes are necessary here. So the changes we're going to be making here are very small ones, but very important ones in my opinion. As I'll be cutting 1 copy of Retrieval, 1 copy of Surfing Beach, and 1 copy of Water Energy. Adding 1 Frogadier, and finally 1 red card. I'm sure most of you have been screaming at me for including this throughout this video. It is now in the deck, okay? I forgot, I know, but we're here. For the final inclusion, it will be an Ignition Energy to allow for Greninja to get an instant snipe, resulting in the deck list that you can see on screen, and one I am very, very happy with, as we have expanded on the deck that was already looking so good. So, will this continue to perform? Let's find out as we get into our next round of testing. Going second here, and we're against Garchomp. Here's to hoping they don't have a good opening hand, especially with Diabolical no sleeves. What's Blood doing? No, it's all great. You don't need to handle them. It's all digital, isn't it? Now, the downside is I don't have a Petrel here. We're just going to have to Lillie's Determination and pray, I think, which is something for this deck. I mean, I could just... Do you know what? I'm actually getting greedy. I'm dawning. I'm going for you. I'm going for Zoroark. And then I'm just going to get a Blade. I've already got... Oh, no. Unless I go for this Greninja, actually. That could be good, too. Yeah, now I have options. That's actually... Do you know what? I'm going to go for it, bro. Let's do this. Let's attach. I could... Yeah, no, I could literally just go for Shinobi Blades. Yeah, attach Retreat. Lillie, evolve it to Zoroark, and then maybe have a better board. That's so much better. Oh, man. Maybe I just know how to play this deck better than the Dunsparce build. But it just feels more solid, you know? It feels like when you're setting up, and you get a couple Zoroarks out, fine, you're not attacking with Zoroark, but it's just a super solid draw on your board. I was going to say in your hand, but on your board. Whereas the Dunsparce, you need to keep finding them, and that's a lot of resources committed to that. And with Dracloak, they're very vulnerable to bench sniping. Zoroark could be the middle ground. Who knows? It's looking like it. Oh, man. Okay, right. It would have been absolutely nuts if we pulled off a Mirage Barrage this turn. but I just don't think that's happening. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attach, I'm going to retreat, and I'm not going to Lillie now, actually. I'm just going to Petrel into a trolley. Or trolley prized? Scary. That's fine. We have our backup. We have Buddy-Buddy Poffin. That's also okay. We're going to get these two down. I have Frogadier. I'm actually going to probably try and candy into my Mega Greninja. So I'm going to get rid of Frogadier. That's fine. We have two now, so that's good. Got card. Going to hold the Surfing Beach. I think the Surfing Beach needs to go. Honestly, that's just currently where I'm standing with it. It's crazy work, I know, but that's where we're at. No, I'm just going to candy, I think. I don't think they're getting a KO. I mean, they could. They could get a KO on me, actually. Didn't think about that. They genuinely could, actually. If they have Candy Garchomp, but I don't think they do. Yeah, Surfing Beach. Yeah, we're just not using it. I might go for Area Zero, bro. I mean, double Shinobi Blade Area Zero could be good. Yeah, the Area Zero is not doing incredible work for you. Or maybe we Watchtower instead. Watchtower could be even better. I don't know, though, because, like, the board state sometimes can get a bit clunky when you have, like, a random Budew in play that hasn't been KO'd at some point, or you have an extra Froakie down because, you've prized your Torchics or something. Maybe Area Zero might be the move, especially if we have an extra Shinobi Blade Greninja, because it feels like this is in play most games, so why not have Area Zero at some point? Whereas although Watchtower's disruptive, it can be bounced, decks are accounting for that. I don't know. Okay, funny enough, I'm actually going to be getting, although I do need this to bounce Battle Cage because they could have double Battle Cage. Oh, okay, I'm changing my mind. I'm doing this. I'm going to do this because Battle Cage actually turns off Mortal Shuriken on the bench. That might be valid. Needed is the word I'm looking for. I'm just going to go for a Lillie and keep trying to set up as much as I can. So, okay. Ultra Ball away you and you. And I think I just get a... Do I go for Combusken? I think I do. I was debating benching something, but I think I'll go for Combusken. I'm going to get rid of... Oh, controversially, I'm getting rid of a Hilda here, actually. I probably shouldn't have. I've just made my hand worse. It's fine. It's okay. Now I'm seriously debating Shinobi Blade for a Ignition. I think we actually get our one copy of Ignition we added into this deck. Because if they get a KO with Garchomp, it's not ideal. But again, I have a Greninja response with Blaziken. As long as I get... Oh, no, I'd have to get a Water Energy then, actually. But if I survive, I get two, bro. I get to take out a Gibble and a Spiritomb, which is devastating. I'm taking the gamble. They do need Chomp and a... what's the booster capsule thing? The Power Booster Energy Protein Shake. I always forget names. Also, we did see Salvatore. Got to bear that in mind. There might be a higher Salvatore count in here. We could just Salvatore Roselia. No, it's Tarragon. Very interesting build, this. I'll be honest with you. But that's pointing to no premium... Oh, it's Premium Power Pro. That's the name. Because they're not drawing cards here. So that could be really big. Yes! Come on! All right, Core Screwdrive. Okay, we've got our Ignition. We've got Mirage Barrage. This Shinobi Blade Greninja's putting in a load of work here. Yeah, bro, this has to be the way for Mega Greninja. It has to be. Let's just get a trolley. All right, let's not get carried away. I'm going to get myself... Ooh, in this case, low-key, I think I go for... Oh, Fez is such a liability. But I want to make sure I'm red card protected, so I think I have to Fez here. What if one Zoroark doesn't do it? Oh, but then Fez is such an easy KO for them. Okay, do you know what? I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm doing that, bro. And there's also a pretty strong case for me to... No, there's no point in me trying to boss trap. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to attach Ignition. I'm going to Zoroark first off, because I'm not sure what to play just yet. I'm going to get rid of this. I could just Petrel now anyway. Candy. Okay. That's something. That is something. I think they... Come on! You know you're having a good time when Garchomp is scooping against you. Oh, man, that's so cool. A really, really, really good start here for this build. Let's see if this continues and go into another game. Oh, it's Pult again. It's Pult again. Oh, another big test. Another big test. We're going second. We've got the Petrel. I need to lock in. I need to seriously lock in here because I want to see how this build fares against Pult. Now, look, okay, let's be honest. Best deck in format. I say it every time, but it's 50% of the format right now. Odds are you don't go favorably into Pult. I don't think there's any deck that goes favorably into Pult apart from the other ones that are designed to beat it. So I'm going to be fair on myself, and I hope that you can be fair on me too, in understanding that we're not trying to break the meta. We're not trying to build a deck that destroys everything. We're trying to build the best Greninja deck we can. That's always what it's about with these deep dives. Oh, speaking of deep diving, I think I'm going to get Budew about it. That's what I'm going to do. All right, I need to shut up. Okay, let's just go for this. Let's retreat. Let's Budew so at least we can prevent a Candy Pult Crispin or something. That's not a good thing for us. Let's hope we can slow him down to the point where we can build in. As they do evolve straight into Cloak. And look, this is what we're going for. We're going for a methodical way to play the ninja. We're not trying to be fast, aggressive, the Dunsparcing and drawing big hat. We're just trying to develop board state and slow him down with Budew in the early game. That's kind of what you want here. It's okay throwing energy into discard pile as well because you're playing with Blaziken. So it's all it's clicking together in a way that the Dunsparce didn't feel like it was. That's the vibe I'm getting right now. This just feels so much more in my control. I feel like I can control tempo a little bit. I feel like I can make plays and anticipate my plays going forward and not just hope that the Dunsparce gives me what I need. It just feels a lot more in control. And that's, I think, is huge for a deck like this, you know? So let's evolve into our stage 1s and go for a Lillie. Some Zoroarks would be amazing, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Ultra Ball this away and this away, and I'm actually just going to get another Frogadier. I'm going all... The double Frogadier is paying off. Huge change there. Okay, let's get you. That's good. Itchy Pollen. We're looking good. We're looking really good. All right, if we can't beat Dragapult with this, I think that just says more about Dragapult than our deck, to be honest with you. And here we are. Risky Ruins coming in. There's a Lillie's Determination and Recon Directives coming through as well. Here's to hoping that they kind of whiff it. If they do... Oh, it'd be nice to somehow pull off like a Mirage Barrage. Oh, that would be the dream. Imagine like top decking Ignition Energy and they don't evolve. And we're like, right, bye-bye, you lose. That would be amazing. What a Hilda would do that for us, funnily enough. That's quite crazy. In fact, if they Curse Blast me here, now that is interesting. Do I have the retreat though? That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to throw up a Frogadier and they have the knockout. I'd rather throw up a Zorua and they have the knockout. Or if they've whiffed the knockout, I do have to find the retreat. Okay, so this is looking more possible now, believe it or not. This is looking a lot more. And Energy would actually just get it for me. Air Balloon! No way you're joking! We're gonna body Dragapult, bro! Oh, I've waited for the day. Throwing down Meowth. Here we go. We grab Hilda. First and foremost, we've got Ignition. Bro, literally the two big cards we've added in this deck are literally applying here. The double Frogadier now and the Ignition Energy is allowing this to happen. We didn't have that in the previous build. Okay, let's just go for it. Greninja, Ignition Energy. Oh my god, the top deck of Balloon is an insane pull, bro. Jesus, man. Okay, let's do this. I could Ultra Ball for a Zoroark. I could Ultra Ball for a Blaziken. I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to get a Blaziken out. What am I doing? They've scooped. Bro, I think we found it. I think we found the deck, bro. I think this is it. Wow. And the winning didn't even stop there, as we won another mirror matchup, beat a Grimmsnarl deck, and also beat Beedrill, meaning we are basically at the final list. But I do want to make an optional change. I'll be real, this deck feels complete at this point in time, but I'm going to make a couple of changes that are optional for you. I'm going to get rid of the Surfing Beach, and I'm adding Area Zeros in there. Hi, this is future editing Sean here. I just want to say scrap the Area Zero and put in Team Rocket's Factory. This turns all of your Petrels into a draw 2, which is as good as having another Zoroark on the bench. Oh, and I just went on an 8-win streak in Master League with this exact final list you're seeing on screen. And I only lost the 9th due to a huge misplay I did. So I think I'm going to say that we've succeeded and built the ultimate Mega Greninja deck. So try it out for yourselves, and bear in mind it is a difficult deck to play, but when you get it right, it is so good. But be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video at least, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.